Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics with me, Get Daved. Also, we've been hanging out with Snapwave a fair bit, but not for this video. Next up we have Lapan, or Napalm if you read it backward. Backwards. The opposite direction it would normally be read. Some choices to make for the party here. Rafa, of course, we're still bringing along. Switched to Wizard, her secondary skill is now Math skill, so she should be able to learn a bit more, you know, stuff to use. And in the meantime, her magic attack is really high, so should see an increase in her potency. I'm gonna try bringing Meliadul. Yeah, I'll bring her. I have been relying on Beowulf pretty heavily, but I don't want to be too cheap about that, so we'll bring Rias, bring Agrias along, and Mustadio. This is a bit of a weaker crew, so hopefully we don't get really tough enemies, or else this is going to be spectacularly entertaining. And not the good kind. Sure what to make of this map. I don't even see enemies right now. I guess I should just defeat them all. Oh. Anyone else? Okay, well it's just those four. That's nice. We have superior numbers. They are on level infinity though, so that is a bit of a downer. But yeah, aside from that, a pretty unremarkable crew, so if I had to pick one to leave alive, I think I might actually go with the White Mage, because then we can just leave him to heal himself. The Knight I absolutely do not want to leave. You might think, hey, but they've got no magic, but I say, hey, they have battle skill, they can break my wonderful equipment. And none of us want that, do we? So we're starting on some sort of mountain in the relative center of the stage, and we can sort of take a spiral path out of it, or down from it. See if we can get Mustadio doing some sniping from here. Oh ho ho! Try baking my crap now. Breaking. I feel like one of the items is up here right away. Yeah. The first item's right there, so that's easy enough. Most of the exits are down closer to where the enemies are. Down where the wild things are. Mustadio has actually, through sheer coincidence, already stepped on one of the potential exit tiles. There wasn't an exit there. So what a fun fact that was. And yeah, we've got an opportunity to mow down a summoner in one shot, so Agrias will probably get a chance to fire that off before the summoner does. I hope. Holy does have kind of a long charge cycle. Dang it! Rias isn't really useful except at point-blank range, so we'll just send her for a jog right now. And let's find an item. Oh, no big deal, just Excalibur. Sword of Kings. But, you know, nothing to write home about. Okay, interesting dilemma here. Your experience is a multiple of 3 though, I think we can use that. Your level, I think 79 is prime. I guess we could check really quick. Level prime. Yep, 79's a prime number. Unfortunately, if I were to do something like cast a spell like Stop, really wouldn't work out well for me. I could turn us all into frogs. It's guaranteed to work on Rafa. I don't really want to do it. Maybe there's some other way we can target. Here's what happens when you end up on math skill. You just spend all your time trying to figure out all these bizarre combinations. Okay. Here's what we'll do, everybody. I'm gonna turn them both into frogs. All three of them. Success. Super success. And I'm really sorry about how things turned out, Meliadul. You'll be very happy that way, though. And as I mentioned in one of my very first videos, that was like 2 months ago, if you want to know a good way to level up your characters, turn them all into frogs. Wasteful? Sure. But Meliadul got some experience. She's a little behind the others. Wow. Oh, and then you stepped on those needles. Me, I found Excalibur, so I'd say my day's going better than yours, Miss Frog. Oh, very smart priest back there. I don't know why that has a 0% chance of hitting. Unless they have immunity to don't move or something like that. Just gonna wrap them around. Everybody's gonna need to come around that corner eventually, so... Wow, considering how hard some of these dungeon levels can be, these have been pretty tame so far. Because I've come to this stage and had like nothing but Marlboros waiting in a pit of death underneath for me. And I don't like that. I know it sounds fun. But yeah, there'd be like Trents and all sorts of nasty enemies down there. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Because Lightning Step also has a chance of using Silence, which would be kind of cool. Didn't happen, but I'm still excited about the idea. Look at that frog just dancing over there. I don't really care about hasting Rafa, so I'm just going to go for it right now. Again, if you really want to get into the realms of micromanaging your calculators, you are more than free to do so. It never ends. Our next item is there, incidentally. Just to give you an idea. We're going to have to basically spiral around this entire stage. I'm in no hurry, so I don't care. No, I don't think that actually wears off on its own either. And yes, you can use a character with an extremely weak attack as an indirect healer. There's also a weapon called the Healing Staff. Doesn't really leverage auto potion, but it's fun to use. Hopefully this one will work. Silence? Yeah! Oh man, we're really, we're doing alright, everybody. The kids are alright. I think I just impeded Rafa's movement. That's kind of annoying. I guess we can always get revenge. Nope, probably not. Also, I was confused earlier about the exact mechanics of the Faith Rod. It has the property of giving the user faith as well as adding it to everyone else. So if you hit someone, they could gain faith. I'm just gonna wait so she gets her turn sooner. Reyes is unfortunately standing in his way. I don't even know what spell that was. Oh, that was Demi. How unfortunate. I might as well take a couple cracks at this priest right now, because I've got the chance. How unlucky. Your height is a multiple of 4 and 3, but I'm going to go with 4 just because it's less likely to affect the enemy. Again, maybe 3 would have made me hit some of my allies as well, but you can leave that to you. And yeah, now our spells are strong, hey? That's the combination of faith and the fact that Rafa has switched to a wizard class and that she has really good magic growth. I think almost every class has the exact same magic growth of 100, so it's a very hard stat to increase effectively. Even wizards, their magic attack doesn't grow faster than anyone else's. Monsters, some of them have extraordinary magic growth, but again, pardon me, you have no guarantee. Just comes to my attention that we have Esena, but Rafa's wearing Reflect Mail, so we can't do anything about that. Unless we break her armor. It's mildly tempting. I guess she's gonna gain... You know what? There's no reason to do that. She's gonna gain her job points either way. I'll take 100%. She's not hurting anyone. Badly anyway. This is kind of an unfortunate situation. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to lose the angle needed to successfully aim at this guy. And I want to know why my arm aim and leg aim aren't working. If you press select, you can do this. Cancel, don't move, don't act. Darn it, thief hats are awesome. Thieves' hats? Hatteroos are amazing. I guess I'm just gonna have to break his helmet. Third time's a charm. Yeah, I knew. Now who can't move or act? The charge time on that spell is pretty huge, actually. Feels like it's been a long time since Rafa got a turn. Part of that might be from the hasted enemies. You can always notice when they've been taking care of themselves. There we go. And this should be item number 2. Yeah, no, sir. I won't be using that ever. Alright, let's check something real quick. No Esuna. I'm just gonna have her wait. Get her turn again sooner that way. Although it'd be nice if she had more spells than she currently has. I'm not really in a huge rush for her to please hit this time. Considering that I had a 62% chance of failing, him dodging 3 out of 4 is pretty good. Anyway, a lot of my characters are good enough in terms of their speed and in terms of their job point base now that I'm not so desperate to use it every single chance I can get. That was ice too. Alright, the next item for Rafa is in this far corner over here. Can't quite get to it in one go, which is unfortunate. Might be able to torch some enemies. Nope, she is just outside of the convenient range. I'm gonna try something. None of my characters are on heights that are multiples of 10 except for our friend Meliadul, so I'm actually gonna try and see if I can change her back. In some Final Fantasy games, double casting Frog negates it. Also, it would really screw up the enemy, so why not? Oh, there we go. Again, it wasn't really the end of the world having her like that, but 1, 2, 3. We can do a lot more like this. What's your favorite piece of equipment? Probably your light robe. Guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so we have a priest who is in dire straits, and a frog as our enemies. I think I'm going to classify that as having this fight under control. It was never that crazy to begin with. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Oh, it hit the wall. So I'm just going to get this one item in the corner on Rafa's next turn. And then I'll just off-screen the rest of the fight, because, again, we've pretty much got this one bagged. I'm not really sure what to do here. I guess I'll put Shell on everybody. If it hits the enemy, she'll get more experience points, and Agrius is on a pretty low level, so I'd like to leverage that a little bit. Phoenix down, not what I'm into. Ega Knife! The Ega Knife is a pretty good ninja blade. It's not fantastic, but it's pretty good. Well, that's nice, it hit the enemy successfully. Alright, on that note, I'm just going to off-screen getting the last item and hopefully finding the exit as well. Something I haven't really been trying to do, should probably start focusing on. I'll see you in a minute. And hello everybody, we found a path that goes further on. Meliadoul's standing right on it. Other places that didn't get selected were the far corner, and if you notice, where are we here? It's kind of hard to see because I haven't gotten any crystals in this fight. There's a stretch where, okay, right here. There's two tiles beside each other that are 1s, and on either side there's some 0s. So both of those are potential exit locations as well. And now I'm going to take care of this frog. And everybody, this should be the final item, an elixir. There's 2 on pretty much every stage. And now I guess we just have to finish the... Ooh. You're going to act before that thing gets fired because your CT gauge is at 99. But that gives me a great idea. CT, multiple of 3. Oh. Let's just see how much damage we can do. Not bad. Nothing. Rafa and Agrius have high Zodiac compatibility. So, if they want to like cast haste on each other or things like that, very good chance of it succeeding. On the other hand, if you want to drop a huge chunk of ice, that works too. So, the items we got, I'm sure you all are familiar with the Excalibur. In my opinion, the Excalibur is the best sword in the game. Save the Queen puts Protect on you, that's pretty good. It's a good one to use in conjunction with the Excalibur. Other notable weapons, the Chaos Blade and the Ragnarok are both stronger, but Always Haste is just too good to pass up on. So, put it on whoever you want. I think I'll go with Meliadoul. I'll probably carry her into the next fight, and we're going to take off that Reflect Mail as well, because that was something I did not enjoy. If you really want to get ambitious, you could switch her into something like a Power Sleeve. That's why we still have them around, is for cranking up attack power. I also have one Judo outfit because it cancels Dead. In some obscure fight, that could be worth it. Actually, in a fight like the one at Limberry Castle. Yeah, that was all sorts of fun for Snapwave. Anyway, that's it for this video. Oh, pardon me, I lied. I will list the item just to show you the stats on the Iga knife. There's also the Koga knife, which is pretty much the exact same item. So, you know, pretty good stats. It deals consistent damage, so I prefer it to a flail. Like the Morning Star or whatever. Has mediocre stats for dodging. There we are. Morningstar has no stats for dodging, so I guess that could be seen as a slight advantage for Ninja Knives. Anyway, you've heard my thoughts on that, so I'll just see you in the next video.